Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce GTX 1080 Ti 11GB GPU in GTA 5. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers at the time of recording this video. This GPU is the Gigabyte OC model of the card, the White Edition, so it's one of the weaker models of the 1080 Ti. I'm not overclocking it, as you can see here, and we're running it with a Ryzen 950-900X and 32GB of RAM, as you can see right there. So let's get right into it, shall we? And first of all, let's go through the settings. Of course, we are utilizing DirectX 11 in this game and the 1080p resolution to start off with. We're also going to test this one at 2560 by 1440 or 1440p and 3840 by 2160, which is 4K resolution. And then I'm going to connect my PC to my TV and use Nvidia DSR to play at 8K resolution. But these are the settings that we're utilizing right now. I feel like these give a good balance, actually a great balance between visuals and performance. Okay, so at these settings we actually have a huge problem. This game is kept at 188 FPS, and whenever we reach those frames, it tends to stutter massively. So we're kind of suffering from success in GTA 5 with the 1080 Ti. Right now it's smooth, but usually it gets massive stutters. Why is it not getting massive stutters? Yeah, I don't understand why it's... Oh, okay, never mind. See, that happens very often, again. So it's not really a very enjoyable experience because of that. Yeah, the 1080 Ti is just too good for GTA 5, at least at these settings. So what we gotta do right now is either lock your FPS using VSync. If you have 144Hz monitor, for example, set it to on. If you have a 240Hz monitor, set it to half. It will lock your frames at 120. But we're running it with 60Hz right now because of the capture card. So we're not gonna cap it at 60, of course. And this is a benchmark, so we don't want to cap the FPS. So what I'm gonna do here at 1080p is set the MSAA anti-aliasing to 4 times and make it way more demanding on our GPU because, well, it can clearly handle it. These are the settings right now. Everything's still the same aside from the MSAA, and we're still getting insane FPS. What the hell? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, it gets close to the 180. It reaches that sometimes. So you might want to still lock your FPS even with 4 times MSAA. But let's see if it stutters, you know. At least it's not at 188 FPS all of the time. So I'm going to start counting our frames here. And we're going to visit Jack at these settings. Because in Jack's Hill is where things become demanding. Not right here. Never mind. You know what? This is not playable like this. I don't know what to do. Alright, so we're gonna try out 8 times MSAA anti-aliasing now. Alright? Okay, now things are becoming better. Things are becoming playable because we're getting lower FPS. That's so weird to say, but that's what happens here in GTA 5. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 also suffers from the same issue. If you have components that are too fast and reach 188 FPS, you will see a few stutters in that game as well, just because of an engine issue. It seems to be very smooth right now with 8 times MSAA. So if you're running a 1080p monitor with a 1080 Ti, I think that's a little bit overkill for GTA 5 at least. Unless you want to play on the highest possible settings, which we are going to take a look at the end of the video. Jack's Hill, finally, we're here. 70s. What a massive drop here. Oh my goodness, I did not expect it to drop this low. Of course, it's still 100% playable and 100% above 60 FPS all of the time. Hi, Jacqueline. How's Jack? Hi, Jack. I don't know. The color's kind of weird today. I think it's Jack, right? Hello, Jack. How's it going, buddy? Anyway, this is why you don't want to use Ultra on the grass quality, because even with a 1080 Ti, it drops, okay? Granted that we are using 8 times MSAA anti-aliasing. If I set that to 4, which is still kind of ridiculous, it's gonna be super sharp like that, we will see hundreds. Okay, so if you lock your FPS like 120, for example, It's gonna stay there for the most part, even with 4 times MSAA anti-aliasing at 1080p. This, again, remember, this is a very demanding area. It's more demanding than actual explosions, for example, inside of this game, so don't worry about that. You're not gonna see the FPS dropping further than this with explosions, unless you explode like 50 cars at once. Well, then it's probably gonna drop into like the 90s at these settings. But yeah, this is perfect, guys. That's it for 1080p using these settings. I think we're gonna keep this at 4, maybe 2. I usually do 2x at 1440p. Let's see if it stutters. If you're wondering, 2 times MSAA anti-aliasing at 1440p looks insanely sharp. I am running a 32-inch monitor, so it's kind of big for 1440p, some people might say, and it's still very, very sharp. And I am very sensitive to those edges and stuff like that, and I like my graphics crispy and beautiful, as you probably know, because, well, I'm crisp. So yeah, I think 1440p at 2 times MSAA anti-aliasing is plenty sharp, and I wouldn't use 4 times unless this game stutters, of course, and it kind of does at times. We've seen like a couple of minor stutters so far. You might want to lock it at 144 FPS or 120 again, but you know what? This is very nice. Okay, 150 frames per second on average at 1440p with 2 times MSAA anti-aliasing. This is why people said that this was a 4K gaming card back when the 1080 Ti launched in 2017. Because even today, in the latest and greatest titles, oh boy, come on, mate. Okay, so this area is slightly less intensive on the GPU and it gets more FPS, and it just goes to crap. Again, this is kind of ridiculous anti-aliasing for 1440p resolution. Everything else still the same, and we're still above 100 FPS. Oh my goodness. 1080 Ti, you're a complete beast. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, let's keep on moving. It shouldn't stutter right now. 130s, 120s. Holy crap, that is insane, guys. That is completely crazy. Okay, let's try not to hit anybody this time around. People, please get out of the way. People, please get out of the way. Get out. Okay, nice. We're cool. Everything is alright. Everything is alright. Oh, that doesn't count. It was like in the side, I think. Oh god, 2 people. That's better than at 1080p. If we keep this up at 8K, we're not gonna hit anybody. All right. So yeah, the car is perfect, right? Whoa! What the? Holy crap! You know what? I've never seen this car. No! What? Bastards! Do you really want to fight? Don't you want to get in your car and move away from here? Like this is not. Yeah, it's not gonna go well for you, buddy. Oh no! Why? No! Oh! Okay. Oh. This is like the 1080 Ti of cars. It's beautiful, guys. It's so fast. What the hell? Did you see that? That turn right there. It's so smooth, so beautiful. Wow. Okay, we're here now. And we're getting down into the 70s. Wasn't that what we got at 1080p as well? Maybe with 8 times MSAA. Yeah, it was with 8 times. Okay, so you can expect a 60 plus FPS experience still with the 1440p resolution at 4 times MSAA anti-aliasing. And MSAA actually stands for anti-aliasing, so I'm not sure why I say anti-aliasing. It's still very close to dropping from 60. 1% lows are actually at 59, but yeah, it's perfect, guys. Okay, MSAA 2 times, everything else still the same. And we're getting... yeah, it's not dropping much from 100 now, inside of bushes and stuff. Wow. So awesome, guys. Drops into like the 80s, I guess, at the minimum. Where's Jack, by the way? Jack, I usually don't come from this way. I hope I don't hit you, buddy. He's not here. What the heck? Let's do 4K resolution. 3840 by 2160. MSAA anti-aliasing off, and everything else is still the same, okay? 60s. Here. 60s here, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was so into these FPS numbers. They look so good. I don't know how to write in these videos at times. Okay, we got lights again. That's nice because we can see more shadows. Guys, this 4K, it does drop from 60, as you can see if you get into bushes. But it's amazing. It's so good. And we're getting 69 on average. 68 now. It's unplayable. Completely unplayable. This is horrible now. You know what? I just want to drive this car around. It's so good. It just feels so good. Get out, people, please, please. What are you doing? What am I doing, actually? Couple of stutters, by the way, because it's 4K resolution. We've also seen that in the Sunday video, but it's awesome, guys. It's amazing. I love it. What about 8K? I'm gonna connect my PC to my TV and we shall find out really soon. It took me a while to actually set this up, but here we go. 7680 by 4320 resolution at 30 Hz because otherwise the capture card has some problems with it. Everything is still at very high settings. No MSAA anti-aliasing, of course. And here we go. This is a heck of a lot better of an experience compared to the GTX 1080 that we tested last time at 8K in GTA 5. That one just couldn't do it because of the VRAM limitation. You know, 8 gigabytes wasn't enough at 8K very high settings in GTA 5, but it seems like the 11 gigabytes are handling this game just fine, kind of. You gotta remember that 8K resolution is 4 times 4K. So, in terms of pixel count, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, okay, I can't really do anything like this. But it's like having 4 4K resolution panels stacked, you know, like 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Having a big display like that, that is 8K. And it's just, yeah, it's super intensive, but the 1080 Ti is still capable of running it, kind of. You know, you can still drive around. It doesn't stutter, to my surprise. We are VRAM maxed out right now, but it still doesn't stutter. And you can take some beautiful screenshots like this, guys. How crazy is that? Now, I really want to check it out at like high settings because we tested the 1080 at normal settings, which are the lowest settings in this game, and it was actually playable at this insane resolution. So the 1080 Ti on high should be capable of achieving a decent frame rate here, right? I'm gonna keep that on normal, set this to this, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's restart the game. Right, so 8K high settings is definitely very playable, as you can see, and so you know that I am not joking around here, okay? It's still at 7680 by 4320, and yeah, the graphics are these that we just set. And you know what? At normal settings, this GPU could actually run this game at 60 plus FPS at 8K resolution. Of course, normal settings does look way worse than high settings, especially in the texture department. So I wouldn't play like that. I wouldn't really play at 8K at all. God damn it. Well, I guess that's not the worst way to die, is it? The averages were just crazy there, so I just restarted the counting system, and we couldn't have picked a slower car, I think. This is a pretty bad one. Oh, what the actual... That's insane! Has this game been updated with new cars, guys? I think these are like cars from some mods, right? And I haven't gotten any mods installed. I gotta be really careful because I don't want to wreck this thing. This is so gorgeous that... Yeah, that would be a shame! Oh my goodness! I almost lost it, guys. Okay, this is it right here. I told you that we wouldn't hit anybody at 8K resolution. I guess we did hit a person because when I died in her butt. But anyway, didn't hit him. Okay, all right, it's all good. We're doing this, guys. 8K is the resolution to go with if you want to not hit anybody, it seems like. This is super impressive, isn't it? It's 8K high. Hi Jack, how's it going, buddy? I knew you'd be here at 8K because you love those super resolutions, don't you? And I love them as well. It's crazy, guys. I don't love wrecking my car, especially a beautiful one like this. It does drop from 30 inside of bushes, by the way. But I mean, it is doable. To my surprise, you don't need a 3090, see, to play at 8K resolution. This is amazing. Alright guys, we're now back to 1080p resolution, utilizing the highest in-game settings. This is GTA 5 maxed out except for the motion blur, of course, and this is all turned on right here as well. And here we are. So GTA 5 at these settings still has a little bit of motion blur, although the slider is all the way down to 0, and it is really intensive as well, as you can see. And yes, I did save the game with this beautiful car right here. This is nice. Alright, let's start counting our frames and visit Jack right now. But yeah, this is why I feel like the other settings are way more adequate and are way better to play GTA 5 with, because you get a ton of more FPS, and although it does look better like this, it's not that much better. But hey, if you really want to max out GTA 5 at 1080p resolution, you can with a 1080 Ti. It will still be well above 60 frames per second, except in Jack's Hill, I guess. You know what, if you lower the MSAA anti-aliasing, which is set to 8 times right now, you can actually have a pretty decent experience. This is a decent experience, don't get me wrong, but it's probably going to be a higher refresh rate one as well. As you can see, grassy areas ruin everything, basically. Yeah, 50s. 40s, I guess, sometimes as well. Jack is gone. Where's Jack? Oh, there she is. It's Jacqueline, actually, this time around. So she's running away from us because she doesn't like anything. She's not dead. Okay, it's all good. It's all good, guys. Alright, look at how gorgeous this looks. Okay, anyway, let's bump it up to 1440p now, and maybe I'm gonna set this back to like 4 times, because, well, I just don't see the need to use 8 times at 1440p, to be honest. Alright, so 1440p, 4 times MSAA, everything else maxed out still, of course. And holy mother of sharpness, this is so beautiful. And it's still, of course, getting below 60 frames right here, because again, it's very, very intensive, this area. But it's still playable. I'm so sorry, buddy. Rabbit. Yeah, it's just I don't even care anymore. Like, this is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, Digimon, but this is so amazing. Now I want a 3080 to play this game at maxed out settings in 1440p with like 150 frames per second. It should be such an amazing experience with a card like that. Oh my goodness. Of course, outside of Jack's Hill, you do get way higher FPS, even touching 100s. Amazing experience, guys. If you set it to like 2 times MSAA, it shouldn't drop from 60 anymore. Actually, we're gonna do that. 2 times MSAA, because I really don't feel the need to use 4 times. And yeah, maxed out, 2 times MSAA, 1440p. Amazing graphics still. I can see some shimmering. Still looks amazing, of course, guys. And I would still choose to play like this, because this is an awesome experience. To be honest, I wouldn't even mind playing at maxed out settings and 2 times MSAA anti-aliasing with the 1080 Ti. You do still lower the frames from 60, as you can see right there. Hello, Jack. How's it going, buddy? You just wanted to get 60 plus FPS, right? And be here at 60 plus FPS. I get you, boy. Let's do 4K, no MSAA, right here. I'm not even gonna resize that, because it's gonna be really quick. And I am kind of late already to get my second vaccine. But anyway, as you can see, 4K maxed out settings is still doable with a 1080 Ti. Still looking gorgeous, obviously. Very sharp indeed. Sharper than 1440p 2 times MSAA. And inside of bushes, doesn't seem to be dropping from 40 frames. It might down there, because it's a little bit more demanding, those bushes. But still. And well, that has been it, my friends. We're getting 70 plus, basically, driving around the city, which is also amazing. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I know it's a bigger one than usual, but I just wanted to include everything possible. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.